Alright everybody, this is a different setup since it is quite close to the 4th of July. This is something that you should not do at home. I'm doing it just cause, because I want to do it, and I was probably going to end up doing it today whether I started up filming or not. So, but the first thing you need when working with fireworks is a cup of water or fire extinguisher, whichever, in case stuff does get out of hand. Go for the water or the fire extinguisher and put it out as fast as you can, because smoke balls, yeah, you really don't want all that in here. With these things, you really don't want stuff blowing up in here. And this thing, it'll fire forward and it'll hit stuff over there, and then when it fires backward, it'll probably go on the ground and burn some things, and well, you're dead then. So we'll start off with moving all this stuff out of the way and cutting in to this. And like I said, for you people watching, do not do this at home. It's just to show you what you can accomplish with these things. It's not to show what you should do with it, it's to show what you can do with it. This doesn't mean go out and buy these items and make it just right before the 4th of July like I am. It is not the smartest, especially for something like this. Now, it's quite small. It's smaller than what I always remembered it to be. But looking at it, I'll have to pull it open. These things might still be able to go in there just fine. Along with the smoke ball in the front, that will still go in there just fine, and it'll puff this whole front end, then back end will blow up. First off, we'll start by pulling it apart, I think. Maybe. Oh, it's tape, okay. See, if you want to put this back together right after you get done with this, you really have to pay attention. Oh, okay, well, that's something new too. See, this is where it gets kind of hard. You gotta pull this all off perfectly and not bust anything. See, I didn't even know that that was a pushing thingy. I thought it was just tape, so I was gonna cut it. This one's back down. Alright, so here we go. There's the old thing on it. That will go back on it. See, we got all this room in here. And these smaller fuses, normally for most things. Now it's going to be a bit hard to get down in here and work. But we'll start off with bending this back so we can get in there. Trying to do as little damage to the actual components itself as we can, because that's still something that we want. You have to make sure y'all shooting off fireworks. You probably know these most fuses will kind of sparkle as they go off. So you have to make sure you put it in an area where while it's sparkling to go off, it doesn't set off what you want. So like this, I'll have to get it down more. So I'll probably get this all the way down here like this and tape it along where they have their tape. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab me some tape and I'll be right back. You can use the scroll bar or just look at it. Alright, I'm back. Alright, we have duct tape. Now, try to get a thin piece. It's gonna be kind of hard, but there's a piece of duct tape in there. I don't know how well you can see it because it might be a bit dark, but there's a piece of duct tape holding down that. Let's get a bigger piece and let's put that over top of that one. Now what you can do is take some and cover this whole top and not touch the duct tape and not touch the fuse itself, so the fuse can still burn. There's a less likely chance of catching everything else on fire. So this might work, this might not work. It might go there, it might fire off. This little thing cannot even work. So when the firecrackers light off, it could set off this thing, which would be awesome. Because that'd be sweet. Stop blowing up while this thing's fizzing. It'd be sweet, man. I'm not gonna lie. So let's get this front off somehow. This is another thing you have to pay attention to. How they set all this stuff in. Because you gotta try to set it in right again. See this top just comes off. You're alright with that. Then this top. There's the tape. I knew they had to have some tape on here. Now, if I can get this all to work out like I'm hoping, we're gonna make this look pretty cool. And I don't know, I might end up filming what this looks like. Or y'all might have to do it yourself with someone there with you to sure. If you are completely sure and don't go, oh well, Nicholas told me I could do it on YouTube. Don't be doing that. Because I don't want people coming after me, because you burn down your house or stuff like that. So you try it on your own risk and do not blame me for whatever happens. As you know, I am not responsible for any damages. I'm putting that out there right now. If you catch fire to your own house, that's your own problem, not mine. Don't push it towards me. Alright, so let's get back to this now. Now, if you were here, you could probably smell it. Most of these places use little, I don't know how to say it, sawdust chips. That's it. Most of these places use sawdust chips. Now, we're here to try to keep everything dry and stuff. Now, see, the problem here is you pull this apart and it does that. There's really, this is hard when it comes to doing this stuff. You have to try to do this all blind. This is when the drill, leave it. You do not touch the drill when you're doing stuff like this. So this will be going here. Okay? It's going here. And the smoke bomb's going to be going in here. I want the fuse to go down in this direction. So I want it to go through here. So and y'all, this might look easy, but this sucks right here. Cause you don't know whether you're cutting into a fuse or not. For all I know, I could have just cut through the fuse that makes this thing run. And if so, it's done. Most of these tools I am using on my pocket knife, not ideal. Because you don't know how it's going to do anything. Like I said, I could have just broke through a lot of stuff and not even noticed it, and that would have been it. Now, there we go. Now I got a hole in there. And this is where it gets hard. You gotta pay attention. So I'm gonna... Alright, there we go. That's the problem. They have little things that in there, so I cannot put it, I cannot put the thing there. I have to put it somewhere else. So now, I'm going to try to get in here a different way, so I'll have a better idea. So I'm going to look around here. And like I said, most of these tools are not ideal.